People of the drama house. Happy Thursday. It's the drama house live. Lady Drama speaking. How's it going, you guys? Welcome. Honey, do we have the tea today? Do we have it? We absolutely. Give it up for the tea, baby, because she is coming today. She is definitely coming. Thank you so much, friends, for being here. Let me give it up to our very special live chat. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. I so appreciate you. We've got a VM. Yes, we missed you. Former birthday boy. How are you? So happy you made it. Greg is here. Greg, how are you doing? How's it going? Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Malphas Wave, hi. Thank you for being here. Ready for some tea? Sims 4 is over again. Yes, Exploration Gamer is here. Hi, friend. Hope you're good. Aspiration Failure 9167. Hi, sorry, I didn't give you a shout out. And Kimberly is here too. Hello. And guys, please come join the live chat. If there is one night to come and tell me what you think, it is tonight. Tonight, I'm expecting you guys to be on the edge of your seats, honestly. I'm hoping for nothing less from your side. So please do join the live chat and help me give the best shout out to the best mod in the entire universe, because Miss Veronica, she is here, honey. Okay, I don't know if you guys lost me for a second while I was giving my shout out to the best mod in the universe, but my streaming said disconnected. Is Andrew Wilson already asking for trouble here? Because girl, this is not the night. This is not the night you come here for trouble, Andrew Wilson. In all comic and humor sense, okay? Okay, so we're very, like I was telling you guys on Discord, we are very one theme today because the theme is such a bombshell. I've seen comments from the community everywhere, and I initially thought maybe we should do like a video about it, but heck no, I want to talk about it with you guys, and then we might get a clip later for the full segment, because this is important. And also for my drama house friends that don't miss a beat, and I see you and appreciate you, we've been predicting this, honey. It's just insane how not too long ago I spoke on this and I was like, watch them monetize, make a marketplace for custom content. And yeah, they did it. But welcome back to our agenda, our best guest of all the Drama House talks. Leave a like if you're having a good time already. I would appreciate it. So we're gonna get it started with our usual poll. You know, the Drama House, we poll. We love to vote. And I wanna hear your take on the Creators Marketplace, which is the central topic for today, baby. Okay, it's going to be the headline. We have so much to talk about. So I kept our final session of the stream, the Let's Dish session, a little bit lighter because, girl, I don't know if we're gonna get there. We have so much to go through with our Creators Marketplace, because not only we need to go through what's up with that and that entire news, honey, but we also need to talk about the drama that is already happening. Girl, if you don't know anything about this, you're already late on the daily drama, baby. But I'm here to spill, and I'm here to get you up to date with everything. So let's start from there. We are going to be polling, and then we will unpack everything. This is a night of unpacking, and I hope you're here for it. So let's poll, honey. Okay, babe, we are ready for the poll. So the poll, I'm going to post it right now in the chat. Give me just a second. But we are going to be voting about your take. Let's start from there on Creators Marketplace. So you can reply F that, as in fudge, and or it might be good. I've seen different takes online. We're gonna be looking at different takes online. I'll give you my take online too. And then you also have the third option, don't know enough about it. So let me get this on. It's going to stay on the chat until the end of the stream, honey. So you got time. You have time. Okay, start a poll. Creator Marketplace, F that. Might be good, or don't know enough about it. Okay, it should be up. She is up, but I am not. I wasn't having the live chat. So sorry if I missed any messages from you guys, you legends of the day. I see Pookie in the chat. Hello. Hi, I'm shocked about the marketplace thing, like Sims 3 marketplace, but bootleg. Yes. 100%. Rachel, hi. Immediately F that. Right there with you. But, you know, I'm gonna let it run because I absolutely understand if some people don't want to have a bigger picture of what's going on. I have saved everything that we need to know about it. So by the end of it, you can leave your vote. And I know I always say this, but there are some silent voters in the audience. So do your thing, babe. And by the end of it, we will kind of close the episode with your voting. So let's keep it going. Oh my God, I'm so ready. We're gonna read everything that they're putting out about this marketplace. We're gonna go on social media, honey. We have exclusive stories from the Sims community website. I was like eating it up like popcorn. So I hope you're ready for that. It's time for our headline, and let's go. You know, we gotta stick together, honey. We gotta stick together. Hello. Okay. So, speaking of our main headline, we are talking about this bombshell news on the this creators marketplace. So we're gonna take it exactly from there. I know they posted a lot on social, so we will go check on social too. I got everything, all the good stuff. So, okay, here, first thing. Let me just move the chat because I wanna read what you guys are saying. Okay. So here we have it, introducing the Sims Maker program and the Sims 4 marketplace. And again, like I said, you guys, I had predicted this in the past. We have talked about this in the past, and we did predict that they would come up with some bootleg initiative, such as this one, babe. So let's not forget, it was predicted. If you guys have read a little bit about it, of course, let me know in the chat. I need to know your thoughts like live on this. We're not gonna listen to the article because you have me and I'll use my beautiful voice. We also have videos and like they are explaining a lot. So if you're curious to know what's their take on what the percentage should be between creators and platforms, meaning how much money they're gonna get out of this, They're talking about that too. Okay, so here they kick in with the nostalgia, baby. From the beginning, The Sims has been shaped by our community. This includes a custom content creator whose work helps players make every sim and every build feel more personal. Whatever, ChatGPT wrote this. We're celebrating the creativity with the launch of the Sims Maker program. Okay, there's no creativity. Girl, I'm on fire. So if I hope you're here for a good read, because we are reading this bitch to the boots, okay? Because I am just, we predicted it, it's true, but girl, I am shook. If you're shook to the core, let me know, because when it came out, I was like, I cannot believe that they're so blunt and so predictable at this point. So the Sims Maker program alongside the Sims 4 Marketplace. Okay, this is basically what they offer to the creators, what they offer to the users. A new in-game platform designed to support custom content creators, whatever, that fake news, help more players discover their work alongside all the Sims 4 content. Okay, what in the fuck is this? This is awful. Yes, I'm also grading their design in their freaking communication, because girl, are you kidding me? Okay. The cow plant is cute. She is weird. I don't know her. Like, did something happen? To me, the image is completely different. I think this is like kind of sanitized. But regardless, the Sims Maker program is a new initiative that allows creators who specialize in custom content to publish officially to the Sims 4 in-game marketplace. This introduced a new way for them to earn while bringing fresh content to all players around the globe, across every platform. And you know, they are going, in all the things we're gonna be watching today, girl, we are going to see EA speaking on the advantage creators are getting out of participating in this. But don't go anywhere, because we are also going to read an account from a creator that was involved in this mess, okay? And by the way, there are so many plenty of places where creators can monetize at this point, because, you know, as opposite to what EA is trying to paint here, The Sims, she's been around a while. So this is not The Sims' first questioning of custom content, and this is not The Sims players' first, you know, oh, more justice for custom content type of deal. And don't forget that they had already started that whole thing with their kits and the creators' kits. And everybody was like, well, but that's to give, you know, more of an audience to these custom content creators. Well, it evolved into this, okay? This is basically that idea, the custom content creators kits. It's like that idea, but like milk it even more. Milk it more. They're literally putting a price tag behind something that was free in most of the cases. And just one thing, if you are thinking about the console players, you know, console players, you're always in my heart. So am I. And I know that you were thinking, well, this is going to allow console players to also get a space where they can get custom content. But like, there are so many proofs that that's not the case. That's not why they're doing it. Also, if they wanted to do that, they would have done it earlier and specific to console. But we are going to get on why I am shading them for that. They're going to use this as like virtue signaling to collect those console players that are going to think this is for them. This is not for you. This is not for you, console players. So The Sims 4 Marketplace is a brand new in-game destination. So done with the destinations, honey. Leave us where we are, where players can discover, purchase, and play with official maker packs, as well as expansion packs. So, you know, you never miss a chance to buy the thing that they created, of course. Now, we were wrong, babe, because we thought that the fucking currency was going to be called Muka, and yet she is called Mula, which is anybody in the Sims 4 team watching the Drama House? Because I'm sorry, but I came here on the YouTube and I said, stay away from my language, EA, don't call it mucca, which is cow in Italian. And now these guys are saying that it's called mula, like they just switched a letter. That's suspicious. That's weird. I'm watching you watching me, EA person. So at this point, I don't know what mula stands for, but we're clearly talking about the wasteland of creativity and innovation. So what's the point of even having a reflection about this? Because it probably took them like 3 seconds to come up with it. So Mula is the Sims 4 virtual currency that can be used to make purchases of both maker packs and the Sims 4 kits in the marketplace. Purchases of maker packs support the makers. Fucking duh, like of course, but we will see in what split they support the makers, by the way. It's like, it's so, I can't even. The Sims 4 marketplace launches. Okay, listen up console players. The Sims 4 marketplace launches in-game on PC and Mac on March 17th, 2026. The feature will roll out to PlayStation and Xbox players in the next couple of months, honey. Oh, wait, wasn't this something that console players should be like, oh, so happy about? And now you're telling me they're not even the first name on the fucking list? Please, please. So they really think that the priority here is going to be how PC players are going to definitely go and buy their like fake currency to go and get shit that they can go and get for free anywhere else. Okay, definitely game changers here, the EA guys. So we're going to go through several of their points and comment sections, and comment sections that are always updated, so I have no idea what we're gonna find together. I hope you'll stick around because I need you here, okay? But just out of the gate, let's note down how this has nothing to do with them wanting to allow access to custom content to PlayStation and Xbox players, who, as we know, are having enough problems as it is. They don't need another game-breaking shit to go there. And also, let's send thoughts and prayers to the console players who went and pre-order Royalty and Legacy just to have dramatic issues with it, including, but not exclusive to, not seeing the freaking pack in their menu. And then being told by the EA support that they probably had to wait a little longer, even though the pack was already out. Anyways, clearly, if we have to make a statement right out of the bat, it's they don't give a shit about console players. So console players, rise up, join the Drama House, fucking boycott EA. And if you're here, let me know in the live chat, baby, because that's where the conversation keeps going. I see Cherry Bun Bun. Welcome, welcome. You're a doll. Okay, this is an intentional. I read international. I was like, what are they talking about? This is an intentional evolution of a multi-year strategy to support. Bitch, I am getting really irritated right now. Okay. To support custom content creators expanding from co-developed kits to creator kits, and now the Sims 4 Marketplace and the Maker program, this has been all thoughtfully built over the past few years. Stop with this crap. Like, okay, to expand the reach and celebrate these incredible creatives. You guys are absolutely full of shit. This is a video of somebody talking. I swear to God, guys, if they copyright it, I mean, I will probably like crash out on Discord about it. So be prepared. Let me just stop my background music so we can hear whatever, because I think that there's a guy talking in it. That's otherwise we could definitely watch it without the audio. Did I also stop myself? No, I'm still loud and clear. Um, okay, let's hear it. Don't give me the.
Simmers. The Sims 4 Marketplace is a new in-game space where you can discover, purchase, and download content made by a group of talented Simmers called Makers. Makers are specialists skilled in designing 3D game assets, such as Create a Sim and Build By items, and who will publish packs of their content to the Sims 4 Marketplace.
It's like it's not hard. I don't know why they like there are so many. We're gonna see on Instagram they posted like a small thing of this, and I'm like, it's not that complicated. They are hiring creators to monetize their content, giving them. I know I am like spilling in advance, honey, but there is so much we gotta spill it. Um, they they want exclusivity clause, honey. So everything that the creator has on their marketplace, the maker, sorry, let's not call them creators like the community has called them all of this time. Anywho, it's going to be exclusive to the platform because they don't want anybody to get their shit for free. And you know why is that? Because they need they need the cash. They absolutely need the cash. And so they're going to get it out of you one way or the other. But if you are a maker, a creator, and go and work with them, uh, that content is paywalled. Like, that's what it is. Do you, content creator, do you want to come on board with EA, who has like a great reputation? Do you want to come on board and just like paywall your things? Basically, that's it. Oh my god, is this a Mr. Beast video? Who wants to see that?
Custom content has been part of The Sims since the beginning.
Yes.
This game has been shaped by the community's creativity. The Maker program allows these skilled artists to publish content directly to The Sims 4 for all Simmers. So whether you're on PC, Mac, PlayStation, or Xbox,
Coming soon to console. Fuck, go away, ads. Coming soon to console, honey. Coming soon to console. Don't you think? Read the fine print, honey. Don't you think that if you're a console player, they are going to give it to you together with everybody else? They are not. In the upcoming months, that's what coming
you can
soon
enjoy
means.
new decor, build objects, clothing, accessories, makeup, and even hair while supporting your favorite makers.
The Maker program was developed to fit with
Yes, while supporting the makers and also supporting EA because they are not giving a clear cut. They are obviously taking a commission, and later on they have the audacity. Girl, don't go anywhere if you have plans for the upcoming 2 hours. Cancel them because they have like the nerve to say that they need to get this commission because after all they are the ones hosting the platform to give this amazing chance to content creators. Girl, bye. And no shade to this girl specifically, Nizel, custom content creator. Girl, blink twice if you need help.
within what the custom content creator community organically does. As a modder myself, it is important to me that the tools feel easy to jump into, but still give makers full freedom to bring their vision to life. We also built support guides so makers aren't figuring everything out on their own. And most importantly, they get paid for the content.
This is EA, honey. This is EA with your cash in the form of moolah. God, of this, and literally just needing to be fed with your cash. Also, I am really failing to see the analogy between the coins and the cow, apart from cash cow. Are they really like
they
that?
create. Nothing about how you play today is changing. You'll still be able to download custom content and install mods outside of the marketplace, just like
I mean, wow, whoever read the script for her to read, congratulations. Yes, guys, please rise up and be, rejoice, because it's not like they're taking away all of the custom content and mods. Like, you can still get it in your like non-traditional uh anti-capitalism way, or you can go and fund EA's path to profitability. But they're so cute to let you still do that. What do you mean? Andrew Wilson had the chance to like close off the internet and prevent everybody from getting their mods, and they didn't. Wow, what a people first type of move. Thank you,
you
EA.
always have. The gallery will continue to be the home for incredible creations from simmers around the world, and will still be delivering kits and free content along the way. The Maker Suite, our tools, were developed around how makers actually create. It helps them turn their vision into Sims 4 ready content and keeps everything working as the game updates. All marketplace content is reviewed by the Sims team to help ensure it's safe, playable, and works as intended. For the first time, this gives makers a real path to have their work live inside the Sims alongside official.
And we're gonna see the conversion, by the way, of their currency to real money. So we have
Sims
everything.
content. If you're interested in becoming a maker, you can apply to join the program at thesims.com and submit content for consideration.
Moolah is a virtual currency used for marketplace purchases. When you purchase maker packs, you're supporting the makers behind that content. You can access the marketplace from inside The Sims 4, find content that fits how you play,
And for sure, they're not going to let you avoid whatever icon they're going to put there to tell you to go and open up that freaking marketplace, because you know how they do that. You have opened Sims 4 at least once in your life. I mean, damn, they've been doing it. Sims 3 is an example. And I mean, but obviously, I also think that the Sims team has a clear like amnesia when it comes to the mistakes of the past. For example, how just awfully received the Sims 3 store has always been, and now they do this. I mean, they also have forgotten completely about what happened before the Sims 4. I guess they have like a pre the Sims 4 that doesn't exist.
browse collections, and add to your game without restarting. Discover, load, and start playing right away. The marketplace is a new way for you to discover trusted and tested custom content as you see fit.
We're really excited to see where the creativity, talent, craftsmanship, and passion of the Sims community will take us all.
Starting March 17th, new maker packs will drop regularly. So if you're searching for a new look, some new decor, or a bit of inspiration, check out the marketplace and take a look at the latest creations from our makers.
Wow, you guys are literally the image of happiness. Like, are you guys okay filming this shit, or should we call somebody? Girl, what is going on this set? Are you guys okay? Okay, that was it. Yay, so wonderful. But to know nothing is gonna change for you. Like, if you don't want to give to buy fake money, so that out of that money that is already fake, they're going to cut a piece just to give to that creator who had their hands tied into signing for an exclusivity clause. And again, we're gonna read all the tea that was spilled about this by somebody that was actually part for a very brief time, and then left once she realized what was really going on. So I'm so here for it. let's talk about the makers and makers program. Okay, I'm gonna skip through anything that is going to give us info that we already got in the video. So makers, okay, are the creators, and here you have the same type of things we just saw. Makers have creative ownership of their work and decide how their content is packaged and priced within the marketplace guidelines. We just heard the creator saying that all the content gets pre-approved, and I'm not criticizing that. I think it's clear that they are going to pre-approve it in their in-house made platform, but I'm just saying, I don't know what I'm saying. The creations are offered as maker packs, which are create a sim and or build and buy items created by a maker. So basically the revelation through this sentence, honey, that what they've been doing with these kits, in general kits, as like, you know, a business model, as a content type. Oops, sorry, but my camera just felt a bit and it felt like my head was endless. That kits, the way they've been doing them, and especially those kits with creators that we've been seeing, they were just a simple way, baby, to ease you into this idea, which is they splash the name of the creator on a content pack, and then you are going to pay them in order to purchase it. That was basically the end goal. Even because, like, this is perfect for them. Like this, they don't even need to, you know, sit there and read everybody's complaints about what they didn't like of the pack, for example. Isn't that wonderful? They can just say, you know, creators make us so many packs with CC for cast, so many packs for CC for build and buy. We will just get a cut out of that shit and just keep going. And obviously I feel that this is all going to go ultra mode once Project Renee enters the scene, but maybe that's just me. Okay, so they are gonna get a maker suite providing official tools, resources, and clear guidelines. We'll read more about that as well and what that implies, because if on paper it sounds cute that the creators are giving the tools in order to basically make money for EA, but it's also true that this is a move done in order to prevent that content from being available anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's never. What's really bugging me about this is how they try in all the ways to spin it as a community-centered decision, yet we all know that it is not. It's literally such an obvious move to milk as much as they can milk out of this freaking IP. They have like a bunch of Q&A. It's crazy, as if they're trying to explain something like super hard to understand. Again, what is the marketplace? Brings maker-made content into a trusted, officially supported platform available directly in The Sims 4. Maker packs, they just said it, like it's just repetitive as fuck. I don't know if they were aiming for that SEO goal in the words they're using, but these are basically the mock-ups of the pages, I guess. This person, the Bella Goth, haha, so cute. They put the dummy profile to be named Bella Goth, okay, whatever, has 5,000 coins. So what does that mean? So 5,000 coins, you're looking at the conversions right now. So for you to have 5,000, it means you probably purchased the 5,500 pack, which means you have literally thrown in the toilet $50. $50. And look at that. I mean, I didn't even spot this before, babe, but I'm sorry. In here, in this stupid image, they have in the bottom in here, it says, you are buying a license to access digital content as per the EA user agreement. Like, they need to put the reminder that basically what you're buying with this is fake. Like, at any time, let's not forget, I will never stop talking about what we are all agreeing to the moment we are signing up for an EA property, but this is the equivalent to everywhere else. But I think people are not aware that, imagine you go and, I mean, you went on a blender, it's not your day, you have $50 to throw, and instead of coming here to the live stream and sending them to me, you decide to go in here in the marketplace and just throw them out for this massive packet of 5,500 moolah coins or whatever. If for any reasons, and you know, we've seen sudden decisions being made by EA, so it's not like she's the most stable of the friend group, you know. If EA at any point says, bitch, you have 30 days because we are shutting down the moolah and we are going to be doing the kula next week, which is non-transferable. So you either spend all of your $50 by this day or is lost. And they can possibly, like they can absolutely do it. That's what they did to The Sims Mobile, by the way. And that's what they do. This is what they do when it comes to all of these like digital currencies and stuff. They're licensing you the right to use their services. If tomorrow they say that the moolah coins are completely worthless, where did that money go? In the toilet. You might as well have sent it to the drama house. I would have invested it so much better than this silly investment. Anyway, yes, I was reading before in the live chat, you guys were talking about we are getting gaslit by EA. Like, abso-freaking-lutely. Spot on. Ding dong, darling. 100%. That's what's happening. So all of their talks about how they're doing this for you or for the creators, absolute BS. They are predatorial as fuck. Okay, look at them as I'm saying this. More choices from your favorite, for players from your favorite makers. These makers were working on existing platforms. Some of them give content for free, and people can give a donation. In some other cases, content can be paywalled should the creator decide to. Like, they are not inventing the wheel at all. They're literally taking advantage of a wheel that has been coexisting with the Sims games since yesterday when they released this absolute piece of trash of a statement and an idea. Honestly, creative freedom, accessibility, and trust have always been central to the Sims. Girl, accessibility. Okay. By giving makers an official place to share their work and giving you an easy way to discover and support it, the marketplace stays true to the values that have shaped The Sims for decades. Okay. As usual, the gloating. The gloating is real. For the first time players on console, and they go in again, you know? See? They go in it again. Stop it. For the first time, players on console will be able to access official custom content directly in-game. Not on the 17th of March, just when everybody else will, though. So, like, why gloating about this? Why gloating about this? Console players, you have a home here. At its core, the marketplace is all about giving you more choices and supporting the makers. Yeah, of course, it's about giving you more choices. It's not about giving them more fucking money, honey. What? Girl, bye. Absolutely not. And supporting the makers whose creativity continues to shape how we all play The Sims. And obviously, the makers that make for The Sims 4, I believe they are not even saying. No, it's The Sims 4 Marketplace, of course. What am I saying? Those are the only creators that continue to shape how we all play The Sims. Not those creators that have saved our lives with all of those beautiful custom content and mods for The Sims 3. Those, I mean, no shade to the Sims 4 custom content creators and modders, because they are literally the reason why people are still playing The Sims 4. Facts, true tea. But I'm just saying, I've had so much more to be thankful to people that have literally given my The Sims 3 game a proper facelift, but not that EA cares about that. They don't think that The Sims 3 ever existed. They're literally like, they don't care about their history. As The Sims continues to evolve, our focus remains the same, celebrating self-expression and building the future together as a community. And milking one of the oldest franchises that we have, period. They missed that part. We can't wait to see what you and our amazing makers, whatever, The Sims 4 Marketplace launches. Again, feature not on PlayStation and Xbox next couple of months. So F you guys. Marketplace is brand new to The Sims 4, and we're rolling it out in phases to ensure stability and deliver a smooth, high-quality experience for everyone. Meaning, look, we are rolling it out. We are taking a cut from the creators. That's all true, honey. But now don't expect for this platform to work without any problems, because, that might not happen. We'll share more details on the console release soon. Wow. Now, the logistics, because it has to be complicated or it's not The Sims. When the marketplace goes live on PC and Mac, kits will move out of existing storefronts. God. And become exclusively available in the in-game marketplace for Moolah. So kits, you will only be able to buy them with this fake money. Any kits you already own will remain in your library. Like, fucking hell. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is this, I mean, sure, they're putting it in there as a form of like, don't worry about the ones you already own. But girl, was somebody thinking they were taking them away? For console players, this change will happen when the marketplace launches, which is in the far future. Okay, and then they have another FAQ where they explain all of this all over again, but it has some interesting stuff. Where I want to see the the cut where they explain how much money. Are microtransaction subscriptions and/or battle passes coming to The Sims 4? There are no plans to require additional purchases to enjoy the game or introduce a subscription service or battle pass to The Sims 4. I mean, the promises of EA are the promises of a cheating husband, honey. That's what they are. The Sims 4 will continue to be a game with a mix of free base game updates and optional DLC, so you can choose what's right for your playstyle. Oh my! So kind and generous. Not only they're playing those poor creators that really didn't have a home before EA came up with this, but also, no subscription, no digital purchases. But anyway, here is our fake currency, and if you want 5,000 of it, you gotta give us 50 euros. Also because it wasn't enough. I don't know, US francs, because I believe these are US dollars. Is $49.99 the price you usually pay for an expansion pack? Let me know, I'm curious, because in euros it is not. And I would be shook if this was more than what they charge for a pack. Please let me know. And also, yes, let me pin the Discord link. Sorry, you guys. Yes, join us, guys. Join the beautiful side of the moon. Here it is pinned. You can join at any time, even if it's your first time on Discord. It's worth it. Sims 4 expansion pack are $39.99. So this is a new price range that they're adding. That's right. That's a completely new price range then. With this $49.99. Also, I mean, who the heck is giving this? And I think they have a question where they're asked if this can be a gift or transferable or something like that. And they were saying no. So even if some crazy wants to spend 50, on their sons, daughters, nephews, nieces, whatever, I don't know if that's possible. Okay, if you want to be a maker, because I know that right now in the audience, many of you are wondering, hey, how can I do this? They need people that are over 18, not reside in an EA embargoed region, be proficient in English, be in good standing with EA's user agreement. So if you ever were banned from Battlefield, you cannot apply, honey. Successfully complete, an evaluation. What's the difference between custom content creators and makers? Yeah, custom content makes shit that you don't have to pay EA for, whereas makers, they are like fucking Little Mermaid signing that piece of paper and just going, ugh, regretting it immediately. And no, there will not be a prince waiting for them. Is karma hitting me already as I'm talking all this shit? I'm just like so shook that they're doing this after all the rumors and the nastiness about them. Are there content restrictions? Yes, of course. Of course, they need to follow their policy, but give me the revenue. Now we're talking. My Taurus rising is always about knowing the cuts of the things. Makers take home approximately 30% of the moolah from their pack sales. And let's say it again and say it louder for the people in the fucking back. Makers take home approximately 30%, babes, of the value of the fucking fake money. So for every 100 moolah someone spends on their content, they earn 30 US cents. I mean, girl, let that sink in. And then, as if they could predict that we were wondering why, The Sims is covering, they're saying, well, because The Sims is covering The Sims, EA is covering all costs and fees associated with publishing, including overhead costs such as platform fees, VAT taxes, server cost, and other transactional expenses, which may vary by platform. But if you are, sustaining all of these costs and fees and like things that really cannot allow you to cut a different percentage to these creators, like you're literally starting a whole platform just to do this, pretending that they are at the front and center of this, that you're doing it to bridge, to create a connection between the creators, the makers, and the fucking players. And yet this is what you're saying. We cannot give them more than 30%. 30%. 30 cents on every 100 fake coins that they get. 30 cents. So we are making this freaking platform, okay? And we are making you believe that it's because of all of these good reasons. Yet, when we're talking about the cut that we're giving to these creators, we say shit like, well, because there are the fees associated with publishing and overhead costs, such as platform fees. Platform fees or what? You are building this shit up. You're saying it's integrated in your game. Like, what do you mean? You are not a silly, like, small team, startup, indie, community funded. You're not any of that. This is absolute bullshit. They need to put some pun in there in front, because they know that they're taking so much heat. They know that they're letting the Sims franchise just go down the gutter, and so they are so desperate. They're like looking for new spokespeople for them. They're looking for new creators, and they kind of rebranded their stupid partnership program. And now this, please. And for what? For 30 cents every 100 coins that I manage to give? Exactly, babe. Crying in artist. This is corporate predatorial shit. It has nothing to do with custom content creators. It has nothing to do with the beauty of the community. And yes, they did say custom content, The Sims, it's always been like, they've always been going hand in hand. It's always been such a priority and so important. Yeah, but like, it was never built in this way. It was never, you guys never had the guts, the audacity, the goal to just go and put your hands on that when you've let 20 years, 26 actually, fucking hell, 26 years pass before you decided to make this. So like, this has nothing to do with the legacy of the franchise, and this has nothing to do with supporting your favorite custom content creators. They are getting, like, if the makers take home 30% of the moolah from their sales and their pack sales, like, I don't know if we're getting this correctly. I guess we will also see once this goes live, you guys. But let me see, where are the... Yeah, they're going to be making packs. They're not going to be making, like, single items, I guess. So I think that the work from this, like, who's doing most of the work, you guys, it's going to be the makers. It's not EA, even though they try to play it cool with them having to host the service, having all of these fees and all of this bullshit. And with that, they are convincing creators to get 30%, meaning giving fucking EA 70% out of that. When you're getting the coins, when you're spending it, remember that although you think, oh wow, that the creator is going to get a cut of this, it's such a fucking small one. Go to their Patreon. I mean, I think it's so much better. Why should that money be channeled to the final creator by EA? After you have purchased it as fake fucking money that you can only use in the marketplace to buy kits and to buy these packs that the makers are gonna make. So you can't even like use that fake money to buy. I'm not saying it would be better, but I'm just saying let's consider the value of this moolah thing, okay? You can't even buy expansion packs. They're not there. Those you have to still use the real money, I guess. In addition to covering the publishing fees, The Sims Free Invest, sure. Ooh. I'm losing it, baby. Supporting makers, improving tools and resources available for them, funding human-led quality verification, as well as ensuring every maker pack is translated into all 18 supported languages. The gloating is insane. Guys, please say it with me. Say it with me. Excuse me, EA. You are the ones who came up with this shit. Nobody was asking for it. Nobody was asking for it, okay? And if there was somebody asking for it, that was console players. You did not answer that phone call. They were asking, they're scheduled for the next month. So clearly nobody was asking for this. You went ahead and did it. And we are going to read, so again, don't go anywhere, babe. We are going to read what it looks like from the creators, from the makers' perspective. Okay, so they came up with this entire project to go and recruit these creators so that they could advertise this project. Like, the creators should really be the center, We don't care that you're translating, into all 18 supported languages. How is this a W for them when you're the one who created this? And also, you are the one that needs the creators to be there. Like, they need the creators to be there. It's like, it's such a weird power dynamic here. It's as if they didn't need, consumers in order to stay in business. And in here, it's the same thing. If you don't have creators coming to work with you on this, then the entire shit just sinks. It doesn't exist. It doesn't make sense. So we should clap because they are translating this and because they're improving tools and resources. You guys started this program. What the fuck? Can makers continue to post custom content on other platforms? It's not a yes. Look at the difference. Yes. Is support available for makers? Yes. Can makers continue? Makers may continue to offer free or paid early access custom content and mods on other platforms. However, content made available elsewhere is not eligible for sale through the marketplace. They want an exclusivity clause. That's what they give them in the contract when they sign it. For sure, whatever you're doing in here, it's not going in anywhere, and we don't want anything that is coming from anywhere else on this platform. Like, the fact that people need to buy this content you're putting out is not optional. EA is literally saying, bitch, we're not here for charity. We are not the Sims resource. So we're not happy by simply showing you some ads and give you a free option. You gotta buy the coins. Okay, here's the conversion once again for this failure of an idea. $249 for 200. Even just the smallest one is, I feel, ridiculous. Also because I guess, what can you buy for 200? And you see, this fucking predatorial shit, I hate it in general. In general, I hate the system of like, you buy a pack for like this amount of real money and it gives you this amount of fake money. I just think it's, and it's everywhere, but I just think it's so unnecessary in their case. Guys, they're doing this for The Sims 4. They didn't even have the decency to do it for a new installment of the fucking game. They're doing it for The Sims 4, the game that, should you want to go ahead and buy all the fucking pieces of DLC that game has, you need to go above. We're talking, I'm always saying above 1K, but girl, we're so over that. I think it's like above 1,500. Like, we are on the next tier, okay? So if you have a kid that is like, I would love to get The Sims 4, and you're like, oh, let me look at this collection of games. Well, buckle up, honey, because now on top of that 1,500, which to get the full library, you should spend, obviously, like, what are you doing getting the full library? Like, we all know. But people that were there since the beginning, they might have been, continuously purchasing the packs. We've all been through that. We've all purchased something. So we've all put some cash into that pot of the total of 1,500. But now, on top of that, your completionist asses, need to get addicted to yet another thing, which is fake coins in order to buy content from creators that are not even from EA. They're independent content creators that were living their lives, and now they're basically like working for EA, milking out content like there's no tomorrow. And again, this is like overconsumption, fucking extravaganza. I'm like, this just sends me. Again, I knew they were gonna do it. I didn't know it was gonna be this soon. I didn't know that it was gonna be so blunt, so fucking blunt. And now I'm really starting to think, you guys, that they want to get until the very last drop of resources that the community has before they shut this shit down. And I wasn't of the idea, I wasn't really from the church of they are actively working towards ending this. I thought they would still see it as a good moneymaker. But after I read into the story of Skate, you guys, I think that we're just gonna see the playbook just unravel in front of our eyes, and this is part of it. This is absolutely part of it. Wait, I'm interested in this question. Why is The Sims introducing a virtual currency? Very good question. Moolah provides a simple, consistent and secure way for players to purchase marketplace content. Is it about security now? Is it about security now? I did not catch that. To purchase marketplace content in-game across platforms and regions. At the same time, it supports a creator-driven marketplace by helping ensure reliable payouts to makers and sustainable support for that. Look at this sentence is crazy. It supports a creator-driven marketplace by helping ensure reliable payouts to makers and sustainable support for their work. But why couldn't this be in real money? Because we needed a simple, consistent, and secure way. PayPal is not cool? What do you mean? Safe. Secure. Sorry, they did not say safe. Secure. Okay. Because we didn't have any payment methods, to check out before they came out with this. Can Moolah be earned through gameplay? Fuck no. They're like, we don't want no brokies. Go away. Go away, you poor. What? You think you're gonna get to your 15th legacy generation and then we're gonna give you 10 moolahs for free? F no. Open that wallet, baby. Why not allow direct recurrency? Oh my god, did I write this and I don't know? Moolah helps make buying maker content quick and seamless. Sure. Directly in game without extra steps or redirects. Oh, of course. It also allows us to support a much larger and more frequently updated catalog of maker packs than traditional store listings. And why is this connected to your currency? The fact that the catalog can be more frequently updated? Is it the fact that people are... Yeah, it's the fact that people are fucking paying you in advance for something that we don't even know if they're gonna buy, because they're obliging you to spend money up front and then gradually spend it how you want it. So is that why you can have a more frequently updated catalog of maker packs? Shut up. Using virtual currency works more smoothly across platforms and regions. But platforms of what? Isn't there one platform? Isn't that why they have the fucking EA app and all of that? Isn't this going to be integrated in the game so that I can just go and shop for a new pair of jeans for my Sims and then buy them with the fucking Muka and then get it in my game without restarting? Weren't they saying just that before? So like, what type of problem are we preventing if it's not the problem of fucking EA being broke as fuck and needing cash right now? How about that problem? helps ensure makers are paid fairly and reliable. Of course, and reliably, yeah, because this is so bullshit. So are you telling me that, for example, the EA employees that get paid on a monthly, I guess, basis, are they paid in virtual currency? So do you pay them fairly and reliably, or do you just call them every month and say, hey, the check is gonna be late? No, I don't think so. So this is all crap. It also enables us to deliver new maker content at the scale and pace makers want. Now it's about what makers want. Yes, of course. Again, honey, we have it. We're gonna be reading the recollection of somebody that probably will tell us what actually makers want, you know? My favorite. Does it work across platforms? The coins can be used across the same platform family. Gotta love them with these plans. For example, Moolah purchased on the EA app will also be available when playing on Steam or Epic Games, but Moolah does not transfer between different platforms families, such as PlayStation and Xbox, right? So you can't spend your fake money if you bought it on the PlayStation or Xbox, but not now, in a couple of months when they actually put it in there too. You cannot use that coins that you gave to The Sims 4 just to play The Sims 4 on a different device, meaning between PC and console. But we were not expecting this type of cross compatibility, you know? Absolutely not. And of course, I know many of you were wondering, is it refundable? Bitch, no, it's not. Can be transferred, traded, or gifted? Hell no. Can marketplace content be gifted to other players? No. That is literally them. You're asking, okay, but is it refundable? No. Can it be traded or gifted? No. Can I gift it to other players? Fuck no. They're like, what? Gifting? Generosity? We don't know about that. We only speak the word gift when we gotta gift something to some unaware EA game changer so they can get their fucking coach bags in time. That's the only time they hear about gifting, honey. Ooh. I am so enraged right now, and we still need to go through their posts on social media and what former custom content creator that was involved initially in this, what she had to say. So brace yourselves. I'm like, cooling down. Rachel is saying conspiracy theory, EA are the ones who hacked Mod The Sims. Look, would we, honestly, I'm right there with you. Would we be surprised if in like 5 years some investigation comes up and it was them? I would be like, oh. I think that they have their ways to go hard for like these side platforms for the mere reason that they cannot monetize on top of that. Like they are not happy enough to get the monetization that eventually happens, because come on, like if I'm downloading custom content for your game, at least that means I'm playing it. Maybe they know that so many Sims 4 players, they just shop for CC, load the game, get disappointed, and just never open it again. That's not gifting, that's bribes. Gift, I don't know her. Correct, you guys. Abso-freaking-lutely. So let me just see here my next link. Okay, so we do have some reactions on social, but I hope you guys are on board with this. I think that having read all about the platform and the presentation that they're giving about it, I think we should absolutely now dive deep into what this creator had to say. So I think we have the article from the Sims community. There you go. And then we can also go and check the directly the Tumblr post from this creator. But this is major, you guys, major. So The Sims 4 creator quits the Marketplace Maker program after malicious pressure from EA. And there's one thing I gotta say about the story, which is I am so honestly glad that we are getting stories out of this. And that's why I really wish. And now you guys can say, okay, Lady Drama, you're pushing it too much. Calm down, girl. But obviously, this is not the night for me to calm down. Is it a full moon? I would be scared. No, but jokes aside, I would be so eating that shit up if the creators that left the EA creators partner program, the infamous big ones, if any of them was willing to spill just a little bit of tea, just a little bit of tea. I mean, they don't have to be as much for the people as this custom content creator was, because this recollection is what I would really love to read about, but clearly not being able to get that, even just a little bit of tea, I think that would be amazing, but they're not gonna spill it because I don't know. I just have the feeling that if the opportunity comes, if the stars align, and if once the whole EA buyout conversation will kind of die out, I think there might be a bridge there for reconciliation, but it's just me, in my opinion. I don't know. So in a long message posted to their Tumblr page, Sims 4 creator Simandy announced that they would be leaving the new Marketplace and Maker program after learning new information that was not in accordance with my personal and my community values. So I think we can actually go to the original post because, I like it. I prefer reading the whole thing, and since we have the source, but of course you can read the whole thing already edited with the text boxes of what the creator has been saying. On the Sims community, they also feature Simandy creations. And I mean, custom content, such a talent. And yes, it is the core of the community, but I just hate that it gets turned into a reason why we should give more credibility to EA and their initiatives, That's what pisses me off. Okay, here is the custom content creator spilling all the beans. So get your snacks, honey. We are ready to go. Okay, let's go. I never hid anything from any of you other than happy surprises, of course. And this won't be the first time. So here we go. And the first message that the screenshot that they post is the screenshot of when they're distancing themselves, from this whole thing. Hey, I'm contacting you to say that I will no longer be part of the project. I was revising the information and found things that are not in accordance with my personal and my community's values. Wishing you the best and thank you. So that's the screenshot that they attach. And then there's the full explanation. So let's get ready. I know my Discord friends, Cherry Bonbon, thank you so much. I think you shared the article from the Sims community on Discord. Absolute angel. Absolute angel. And yes, we are loving the Brazilian representation in here. Good for this creator, and love it that she is actually speaking up. So they contacted us in the last year about this project. The idea sold to us creators was something like, do the same thing as you always do and earn extra money from us. Rephrasing. Do the same thing you always do and make extra money for us. How about that? Unfortunately, I can't say many things about it because there are contracts and I don't want to risk it for being dumb. I've decided I would be out of this thing as soon as November. And now I read stuff I really didn't know about all in here. And from you, I made the last decision. There were many promises, as they really do know how to target CC creators. This is the part that really left me like, damn. So she's saying that they really know how to target custom content creators who are either greedy or financially struggling. And I do admit that they caught my attention, but as the months got by and as they would ask more and more perfection from us, hello. So they're literally being fucking predatory creeps, okay? And they are targeting the points that are obviously the weakest for these creators. Because yes, there is like the greediness of it all, but also the financial struggle of the situation as it already is with so many of these creators, maybe, not the most mainstream ones, not the most known ones, that are aware that they don't have the financial stability to make the creation of the content and, their talent. That's not enough for them to build a solid career, something that can actually, become their job. And I can only imagine how much, like, to have that talent and to, have to compromise and leave it to be just a hobby, it sucks. So I get why people, and I've made a similar conversation when we were talking about the EA affiliates in terms of like the influencers, I get it. So I think that in the context of custom content creators, I completely believe this recollection where we're being told by somebody that was in fact targeted by this, that they are targeting knowing those who are sellouts and will do it for the greed, as they're saying here, and those who are doing it out of like desperations, in the sense this could be the chance. And also, just like I said back when we were discussing during a different talk, we were talking about the Sims influencers and all of that. And, I did say this, and I think that it matters also when it comes to custom content creators. Removing all of the crap that we as Drama House people have been uncovering and discussing throughout the past 2 years. Okay, let's remove that just for a second. I think it's really understandable for somebody that has such a passion that evolves into them, exploring in custom content creation, maybe even reaching some objectives and targets that bring them a lot of pride, and then being contacted by fucking The Sims 4 and asked to actually collaborate and work together and see that as, a confirmation and kind of like what is the ultimate goal. I said this about the influencers, and I say this about the creators too. Removing all of, the conversation that should make you go, yay, where? I need to put this on spam, okay? So removing all of that, what if not this? What is the ultimate recognition of how much you've worked with this franchise community and for this franchise, if not being contacted by fucking EA and being told, hey, we have a secret fucking project and we just love your style and your content, and check this, we can give you a platform that is like integrated in the game where you can, come up with these conceptual packs, and we will facilitate the transactions. You don't need to worry about anything. We're just gonna send you a good old payment at the end of the fucking month. Oh, little clause though. We're taking 70% out of what you're actually making in the platform. You're just getting 30%. So that's the predatorial of it all. If we want to really understand how this becomes a predatorial strategy, we need to put ourselves, in my opinion, of course, we need to put ourselves in the shoes of a creator that gets contacted and listens to this proposal. And, you know, considering all of the points we listed out before, this is really a predatory way of working, EA. You're using it to serve them a terrible deal, apart from the fact that I think EA knows damn well that if somebody is going to get backlash, like deep backlash, not the backlash of everybody is insulting the social media manager of the Sims, like not like that, but like true backlash that makes you go offline, that kind of backlash, you know, it's going to be the creators that go and work with EA, with the Sims 4 once again. They are going to be the ones flooded with messages from people saying, how dare you work with them? Don't you care about the Saudi acquisition of EA and all of that jazz? And although I'm all up for the People Rebellion, and I do understand why the pipeline would follow that, you know, that direction. And I'm also not trying to like infantilize these creators. They can make decisions, of course. But I'm just saying that in this picture, the one where the creator gets the backlash, and meanwhile, The Sims 4 continues building this platform, it goes live, never goes live for console, I'm sorry. But it goes live, they're monetizing it. And in the meantime, the singular creator might get some shit, whereas EA is just like counting the fucking mulas, whatever. You got the point. It's just blah. It's yucky. It just makes me nauseous. But sorry for departing from the original message. I didn't want to take from it, but it just sent me. So she's saying that the months got by, and as they would ask for more and more perfection from us, they don't want no botched custom content. Note, I have no idea who else is in the program. They kept us all anonymous to each other by holding us accountable of our little secret, of course, to make it special. Predators, hello. I'm sorry, but I really have to ring it once more. But we have to. We're talking. Gotta go with the law and order. It's our little secret, honey. You know, it's just between us. That's why we can tell you who else is on the program. I noticed this thing wasn't for me at all. I was really just waiting for the bubble to burst or for them to announce it so I could finally be free to at least talk about it with you guys, because I was scared of their contracts. Absolutely fucking understandable. The contracts that for these type of initiatives, mainly, these companies like EA, these contracts they give you, they're non-negotiable. Like the contracts these creators are getting, it's non-negotiable. It's a fucking lateral contract. They receive it, they sign it. If they have questions, they can ask them, but nothing is going to be changed from the body of text that contract is. So I completely understand. This is now a recommendation to all the other CC creators who were caught in their webs. Get out. Girl, get out. You can just get out. They can't force you to stay. They can't force you to disappoint your community. It's okay to not know better. It's okay to make poor decisions based on your needs, but you need to get out as soon as you know better, or else excuses aren't going to make you more palatable. Just stand up and get out. And then she put, I feel like I lifted a giant stone from my shoulders. I can't even imagine, like, even the pressure, and the pressure from the community as well. Like, damn. And especially for this last part, if you're a creator and you're caught in the web, get out. I think that's very brave. See Mandy, absolute legend. And also, to shine light of what it looks like from the opposite side, they were told about a secret project. They were requested to keep the secrecy. So in the environment that I assume there is between custom content creators, they couldn't even compare. I mean, you see, EA could never call me, because if I was ever in this situation, I would have blabbed somewhere with somebody. Lady drama, unhireable. But no, clearly I'm joking in the context of, okay, I'm starting this journey with them, and then I'm starting to realize she's saying they were demanding more and more perfection from us. They want to work these people like to the fucking bone, pay them like minimum of the minimum, and then just go their merry way with all the cash that they're making out of this. And on top of that, the money that EA is saving, because with this little, this little new project, they are saving so much money, which is money that they could have been investing in, making content. Like, what? I don't think they should be making any more content for The Sims 4. Let's be clear. But they're also getting rid of that part of the fucking development. So at this point, do they just want to get like people, make them make the game, and then, I mean, I guess that's what they really want to do. I'm trying to think, but that's the fucking reality at the moment. That's the fucking reality. By the way, I know this might make many people very mad about me or other CC creators. Oh, I'm mad at EA, honey. Let's clarify. I'm mad at them. I already talked about me, but talking about the other guys, be gentle with creators aren't greedy. They're probably scared to breach information as well, and probably don't even know how to start to get out of it. So please be gentle. They're real people as well, and we never know what other people are going through. And I mean, absolutely. The last problem in the ladder here is the fact that some creators actually fell in this, whether their reasons are good or not, because it was clearly like suggested, like offered to them under fucking fake conditions, like unclear. What kind of equal partnership in a business relationship is defined by the fact that when one of the two parties approached the other, they weren't clear about what the project was and made the other party swear for secrecy? Sounds like something that is definitely a partnership request in good fucking faith. It's just ridiculous. And like, I am very, very happy that Simandy just spilled all the beans here and let us know what is really going on. Because yes, we need to hear these stories. I want to hear these stories. I want to hear about people realizing, like, they were about to join the cult and they were like, fuck, this is the cult. And just speaking up on it, I think it's super, it's brave at this stage, because I completely agree that there must be people that are like, I'm not speaking on this. I'm not gonna get sued by EA after I probably waived some like clause in the contract that would allow me to have like a lawyer in litigation. No, I'm joking. But for example, in the user agreement, they make you waive your right for litigation. So you cannot take them to court for any matter where you are the user and they are the provider of that service. So I'm always making this plea, and I'm very much a believer in manifestation. So I'm manifesting it continuously. But if you are a former EA employee, email me yesterday. Email me right now, because I want to know everything. I want to know everything. or former influencer, I would die. I would be like, best day. I want to know all the tea because I bet that there is so much messy and like shitty and like predatorial things going on because we already seeing it. This is the freaking backdrop, the backstage actually. What we're seeing here, thanks to this absolute legend, Sim Andy, what we're seeing here is an opening onto the backstage that is whatever shit show is going on behind the scenes of the Sims Maker program. It's just so props to you, Sim Andy, for really talking about it. And keep your beautiful custom content to the places you've been posting it. And I hope that the reaction from the community is actually to snob. Sorry, there was something flying. It's actually to snob this new program and go and support the individual creators or the platforms that we have known. I mean, at the moment, not Mod the Sims, because I've seen everywhere, do not download shit from there. Again, I don't know if it was EA, EA doing some of their dirty work over there. But again, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. This is something that we didn't see, I think, on Tumblr. Yeah, here on the Sims community website, they're saying impact on content availability. In another Tumblr post, she also explained that any custom content added to the Sims 4 marketplace cannot be posted elsewhere. We saw this. We graduated from the marketplace freaking flash course, honey. Tomorrow, anybody can stop you and ask you, have you heard? And you'll be like, bitch, 30%, 70%, the console is not going to be active for 2 months. You're going to know all about it. So we know, yes, that it cannot be posted elsewhere. So any content made for the marketplace is exclusive to that platform. And therefore, translation, permanently fucking paywalled. This is what Sim Andy wrote. By the way, I hope this thing will make you guys more comfortable with P word. I don't know about how YouTube feels about this word, so I'm just gonna say P word, CC, instead of surrendering to sites like CurseForge, etc. and the Sims Marketplace. You probably won't be able to even pirate the stuff that's gonna be released on the marketplace, as the creators aren't allowed to post the same CC they post to the marketplace elsewhere, like Patreon or Sim File Share. It's all made in a different format. This is what I kept hinting to before, honey. It's all made in a different format, not using Sims 4 Studio, and with different files as well, not a single blend or PNG file. Take this as a restrained exercise for you. I mean, I was looking for a soundbite to play, but I don't think I have one that can translate my disappointment right now. But did you get this? So they were gloating in that stupid video all about how they have this tool, this suite, love me a suite, where they are giving these fabulous, constantly updated tool, all of that to the creators. They're doing it for free. I mean, the only thing they're asking is the 70% cut on sale, but like, hey, you know, it's like we're giving you a gigantic window where you could put your beautiful content and whatever. But also, because we don't fucking trust that you're not going to go with a different username on Sims File Share and upload the full pack over there, or that you're not going to be doing it on Patreon, then we've studied a little preventive way so that you are not going to be able to do that. So you're welcome. They want exclusivity. EA is like a guy that has been following you home, screaming shit at you that you spoke to once, and he's standing there telling you that he wants to be exclusive and he doesn't want you to see other people. And you're like, I don't fucking know your last name. What are you talking about? This is what's happening. I think this is just so fucking insane. And yes, it's from the playbook. Like, it's not a playbook that is completely new. We see so many titles doing this. And, but my thing is, whenever a AAA company like EA, and I mean, look, EA, especially EA in this fucking contest, every time they come up with some silly idea that makes no sense to anybody but to the people that are expecting EA to pay back that, to those people it makes sense, but to everybody else, these ideas don't fucking make any sense. And every time they come up and they, share about these fabulous new things that they're doing, that they're clearly just new ways to get people's money, my first thought, you know where it goes? It goes to all of those indie fucking pendant productions, all of these titles that don't require you to keep pouring money. Like, you play an indie game, you buy it, you play it. It might be early access, so it might get updates later. Maybe some of them come with DLC. We all know all of this like standard way, right? But what I'm saying is, if an indie studio can actually be successful by the simple fact that people are purchasing and playing their games, why does EA need to do all of this when they have their currently active Sims title that is passing already the threshold of $1,500 fucking dollars to buy the entire library? They have, for other titles, they have their whole like battle passes and subscription system. So like, this is simple greed. It's nothing but greed. This has nothing to do with the community. This has nothing to do with the video game. This has nothing to do with us as players. And this has nothing to do with creators, with custom content creators as creators. This has everything to do with EA fucking need for cash. That's all. So we gotta read what people are saying on social. Because then EA has the audacity to go and post like a version of that video we just watched. They posted it on social, honey. And, sometimes people on social get us a little bit upset, but some other times, I mean, they make us so fucking proud. So buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go to Instagram. Are you ready? Okay, so I don't even know if this has audio.
Simmers called Makers. The Makers.
Okay, it's the same thing we've just listened to. It's the same man talking. Okay, so The Sims is saying, thank you. Yes, I'm seeing those pirates flags in the chat. I love it. Love it. Never spend another dollar on anything from EA ever again. Yes, Rachel. Absolutely. Also, the video was sad and the people on the video were sad. In fact, they did not put them on social. That is so true. Okay, so let's see what the Instagram people are doing. Introducing The Sims 4 Marketplace and The Sims 4 Maker program. Okay, game over. Insert coins to continue the literal way. Let's go. You all know part of why we use CC is because it's free, right? I mean, hello. We're like, get it? It's because it's free. Any CC creator joining in this should be ashamed. Charging with microtransactions on the game plus Patreon. I mean, we're coming here from the briefing, honey. Yes, that's kind of true, but also they can't really charge the same because fucking EA is asking them for exclusivity, which means that no, they're not going to be able to paywall the same type of content. What gets paywalled on Patreon is going to be different than what gets paywalled on the EA platform. Sorry, for a second I saw the PlayStation logo and I'm like, stop with this nonsense. They're not going to be on console, at least for the next couple of months. So don't believe it. Weren't you the ones who said putting mods and CC behind paywalls is forbidden? Lol, this is getting crazier every single time. So true, honey. Do you remember when The Sims had like this stage 5 complete meltdown over the fact that somehow they suddenly realized that creators were putting content behind paywalls, and they were like, we are not allowing this. We are the ones who own the game. Yeah, well, what they meant was CC cannot be paywalled unless we paywall it. That's what they wanted to say. This is the only video game I've been obsessed with in my life, and it really sucks to watch it crash and burn like this. Yeah. Yeah. Were $40 expansion packs not enough for you? Exactly. Exactly. Like, you mean 60 in Australian dollar, over 60 in Canada. This was probably the last pack, and now they still have to make money off the game, so just others do the work for them. Like, correct, exactly. They realize if they continue to milk The Sims 4 by pushing DLCs and shit like that, they're going to ultimately have nobody playing because the game will be absolutely unplayable. So at least like this, they can just continue to release cosmetics, and it's not even on their expense sheets. It's amazing. Yeah, or the other pack types, I foresaw this when they started doing kits, and then the creator kits, it was just a way to groom people for microtransactions. I agree. Do you realize us players feel like we talk to walls when it comes to being heard? Yeah. So true. You deserve every pirated torrent of The Sims downloaded. I mean, yeah, PC players, this is your time to get on that ship and just sail those seas, because it just feels so much better. I can't believe how disappointing this is. Fix the game instead of adding new microtransactions. Yeah, but that ain't a priority. Yikes, it just gets worse, doesn't it? Welcome to this timeline. That's all it ever does, to be honest. It's sad. I used to love this place. Yeah, but EA loves money, so that's all that matters to them. So transactions in game, I've already spent thousands of dollars on. Like, they never stop, literally never stop. I hope you all really think about canceling this feature, considering every comment does not want this. I wonder if we're gonna find a comment that it, oh, I was about to say, I was like, I wonder if we can find a comment that is not like that is actually pro this. And I think we found it. Speak for yourself. No one wants it except the idiots who have no problem in supporting such money grabs and ruining the game. No thank you. I'd rather directly just pay my favorite CC creators so you guys don't take a percentage. Let's not forget 70%, honey. 70%. Not just a little cut. They're not just getting like a little cut out of this. Also thinking about the fact that they probably won't be using ultra-realistic CC because they wouldn't want to have better items than they create themselves, I would think. Maybe our favorite CC creators are safe from this after all. Ooh, just flagging for everyone to know that the Sims deleted my comment criticizing the marketplace. They're actively silencing voices of dissent. What the heck is going on? Is Jared Kushner drafting social media communication plans? Matty Speed, I will. Oh, I thought they made Sims content. Absolutely liking this comment. Me too. What the fuck? These are the kind of comments, by the way, guys, that really send me on like complete rabbit holes. Like if I was reading this alone right now, you guys, I would be making a deep dive. Like, are they really fucking silencing people in the comment section? Because this is ridiculous. Is this us, you guys? If you want, this is your moment. If you want to throw a tomato in the chat, I would appreciate it directly to EA. This person really opened the dances for us. Yeah, get them. Please tell me you're not gonna use anything from the marketplace. Oh, this is maybe a streamer or a creator. Okay, well, good for the tomatoes. Definitely time to leave a like. Who asked for this? Right? Ah, we got the shields, you guys. Who cares? It's not your decision, is it? What the fuck? Who cares? Well, what's the point of these comments? No, but I enjoy your $2.99 single in-game lipstick. This just adds a middleman for content creators who ultimately experience the loss in here. Oh, this person replied, oh, boohoo. You really need to grow up and get a life. I think your Sims days are over. Find something else to play. What the fuck? No way. I'm shocked. Like, and this is, by the way, also in a nutshell, this is what people who dare to serve any criticism, this is what they get welcomed by, okay? Oh, boo-hoo, like there's always the crowd of the cry harder for some reason. You really need to grow up and get a life. What the fuck does that even mean? I think your Sims days are over. Find something else to play. Okay. Find something else to play, honey, while I bend over and get ready to just ride that fucking EA's dick like it's my job in the comment section. How about that? I came for the comments alone and I'm dining well on your just desserts. It's a no for me. Boo-hoo. Yeah, you guys have ruined The Sims. Who's excited for Pair of Lives? Yes. So the game has tons of bugs and you all only keep looking how to get more and more money. Correct. Not even to fix the game errors first. This is so wrong. It is indeed. I see some of my favorite CC creators here. As much as I hate microtransactions, this is such a great way for console play. Here it is. We've been preparing, babe, this entire episode of the Drama House Talks, and it's finally here. The comment we've been waiting for. She's here. We found her. Yes. So, honey, such a great way for console players to get CC and allow the creators we love to get paid. I'm for that. Yeah, okay. First of all, the console players that are, you know, dying in their pants to enter the marketplace and give money to EA, they are not going to be able to do it because console is the last of The Sims 4 concerns and they don't care and they're not doing this for console players. And also, thank you, Trevor Ever. Oh my God, this name is amazing. Thank you, Trevor Ever. Okay, this kind of broke me. That's an amazing name. They're not even getting half of the payment. Yes, like, look, I feel for console players that, don't have mods, don't have CC for The Sims 3. It's also fair to say that console players have been going through so much that I think that when they actually go and get in the game after all they've navigated, let's not forget that those fuckers just switched their controls, like on the actual control for build and buy just out of nowhere when the game had already been out for like at least 10 years, like, or something. So like console players are really having a rough day regardless when it comes to The Sims. But I'm also all up for them getting access to custom content. But this is not the way. And if anybody at EA cared that console players access this type of content, they would have made it possible in a different way, with a different intention, with a different purpose, and more importantly, with the decency of valuing these creators when you say, and when they actually are, when they are at the center of this marketplace idea. They are the center. You have no creators, you have no marketplace. What are you gonna put there? What are you gonna put there? So like, I don't know. It's just, exactly. This is so embarrassing. Spot on. Not the paywall defender. I can't. Me neither, aspiration failure. It's just, they have fallen for the propaganda. Yeah, they're allergic to good decision making. Yes. Wakeless Lana, hi. So nice to see you here. You all really want us to know that we're supporting the creators. Yeah, exactly. They want us to know that we're supporting the creators, but 30% is bogus. So it's Verified Creations Minecraft Marketplace. I think I saw it running in the chat here as well. You guys mentioned the Minecraft Marketplace. Cool. I'm all for modders getting fair compensation. I do have some questions which aren't answered here though. Will they? Okay. They get nine replies, so we're here for it. How will gallery uploads work with these? Will they be compatible linked to relevant downloads? Also, is it just custom content, or will mods be available too? I think this is just custom content. How much are these coins worth? We can show you the chart, honey. We saw it. What is the cheapest and most expensive? Babe, the most expensive is even more expensive than a whole expansion pack. Is this just Max's approved age appropriate content? Or will we have future like Wicked Whims, Base Mantle, and Extreme Violence allowed? Oh, honey. Oh, they replied. The shock. So, you can find... okay, this is what they replied. No. Oh, for a second I thought this was a worthy moment, but it ain't. You can find an answer to all of these questions in our FAQ. Okay, there is absolutely no way there will be Wicked Whims or Extreme Violence. Yeah, I guess not. Having read the FAQ, it seems heavily moderated, not just like a gallery for CC. You think 70-30 is a fair trade? Creators get only 30%. Yeah, these are the kind of comments that I think we need to keep hyping. I'm loving this. Yes. Wow, they really do hate us players. Not sure how I feel about this. Sims 3 store is back, I guess. No, this is uncomparable. I also thought of the Sims 3 store, but I know there are many Sims 3 players in the chat right now and watching this talks, and you can agree with me. I mean, we can unite in our sentiment of like the Sims 3 was really a stretch. True, but it's not this. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to be an apologist for the Sims 3 for the Sims 3 store, but This is a whole different level of what they're trying to do, of milking it. Whole different level. Okay, I'm playing Inzoi. No. Love it. Be so for real. I like this, but at the same time, just seems kind of weird to me. I'm not hating on it. I stopped playing The Sims last year. No, there's really nothing to like about this. And you know what is there to dislike the most is also how I just see the images passing in this video, how they keep like really highlighting the fact that the creators are getting paid, also as if there was ever an option in which they were doing this, leaving the creators unpaid. Like, this is not a reason to fucking gloat, first of all. And second, they're probably not even gonna notice like the cut they will have to save out for these creators. I hope we all know. And I hope we all know that they are going to utilize the fuck out of these CC creators' names, like just like they did with the kids, you know? This is going to be a very easy incubator for them to see if they can scout and elevate some new faces, you know, or some new faces as in to them, but beloved by the community so that they can continue building this fake ass bridge that they really need for the community to stay engaged. Because imagine that there was an universe in which everybody started thinking, maybe I'm out. Maybe I am playing something else. Maybe I'm not playing at all. Maybe I'm playing and EA doesn't fucking know, nor do they see my money for that. How about that? Fix the game, the gallery, the for rent expansion. And we're still talking about the for rent expansion. It's insane. The babies, the lighting feels off, give us quality, bring back spiral staircases, cars. Guys, absolutely. The Sims 4 hadn't given us cars, yet they found the time of the day to give us this, to give us the marketplace for CC, to paywall and monetize something that PC players were doing for free or upon donation or upon whatever terms and conditions they have on other platforms that do this, like Patreon, and like all the Sims dedicated specific to the Sims platforms that people do use. And the fact that like this is a monetization scheme, this just erases completely the whatever good intention they will use for marketing purposes, which is to pay the creators, which is to facilitate your user experience. This is a story of a fucking corporate greed to the max that is only disguised as a story of user experience. Absolutely no, fuck that. You know, some of you that have been so gently, kindly, and I so appreciate you for it, that I have been following for a while. During the Christmas holidays, I started playing Baldur's Gate 3. Okay. And that's a game that has an interface in game where you can browse for custom content and mods. And they do that. It gets really easy and really user friendly. Talking about a user experience, it gets very user friendly for you to just like install the custom content that you want for the game or the mods, and they don't even care too much about what's in there. Like, I think that I saw some mods that were, you know, a little bit sexy, and they're fine with it. But they give a way to the player to just go there, shop, but not because you get it for free. Okay, see the things in there, install them in the game, good to go, and go play. And that's something completely different from what these guys are doing over here. And we cannot forget the fact that they are EA. We are not sitting here and evaluating and judging the actions of a different company when, respectfully, we've been on EA's fucking tale of nightmares for a while now. So I also think that we shouldn't discount the fact that, yeah, as a community, we have to be more critical right now because we are actively witnessing what EA is doing, these ideas that they're coming up with, and it doesn't take a genius to, pull all the threads together, connect all the dots, and realize that this is just a strategy to see if they can get more money, considering that they know the IP has the potential to die. Literally. They're not going to be doing more content for The Sims 4. They have a very big, high chance that Project Renee is going to be a flop. Project Renee could do to The Sims what Skate did to the Skate community. I recently did a deep dive about that, so I'm really, really aware of the connections between Skate and the Sims franchise. And trust me, it's really scary. It's really scary. It's all money and even more money with you guys. Yeah, I've been a fan since I was 9. I've lost all love and hope in the future for The Sims. I can't believe the original started as a commentary on capitalism. I live long enough to see yourselves become the villain. I mean, so true. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we are so in such a different time from when many of us initially fell in love with these games. We are just so, and the whole gaming space and industry, it's just insane. Like, the gaming industry is so fucking big. If you compare it to like music and movie industry, the gaming one is richer. So again, like, these feelings, I completely agree with this comment, This game has been part of so many of all of our lives. And we are like in this full circle moment where everything is just getting destroyed and it makes no sense on why. And what's the curious thing? Everywhere you look, when it comes to this industry, there are so many stories like these ones and so much shit and so many like shady strategies and situations. It's just like, it's really the wasteland. And although I'm not saying that like indie development is drama free, because anywhere there are people cannot be drama free. That's true. But like, God, these big companies really put some effort in looking like the fucking big bad guy. Big bad guy. Big bad guy. Ew, no, I'd rather pay the content creator on their own website to deserve it. Exactly. This was already a practice. This was happening already, honey. They didn't need to reinvent this fucking wheel. They really didn't. We knew how to use it. It was there. Rest in peace, The Sims. Yes. Stop this nonsense. I thought SpongeBob was the dumbest thing you'd do. And yet they disappointed us once again. Wait, this is the same shield that we've been finding in the other threads. Are we having a Clown Baby moment, part 2? But hey, you gotta give it to Clown Baby. When we were reading comments in the last episode, Clown Baby just said that they didn't know what was happening. These people are actually aware, I think. No one was forcing you to buy it. And besides, there are SpongeBob fans out there. Are we really defending the SpongeBob kid? Like, honey, really, with these people, it's gonna be impossible to do any sort of like, collective effort, because why are we defending the fucking SpongeBob SquarePants kit? shocking. I thought they would have learned after Batu. Yes, yeah, correct. We all did. Yet they were here to surprise us again. Yeah, this person is saying that people are already using custom content because it's free. So it makes no sense to make you pay for it. Like, this is the stupidest shit ever. Yes. Yes. Girl, how much money do you want from us? Correct. How much more can we give you, EA? We don't have it. We don't have it. It was those like, you know, creepy and just dead inside, those dudes that were sitting at the table deciding on the future of EA. Those are the guys that have all the fucking money. Don't come for us and our little stupid pocket money that we are not going to spend on a set of coins for $50. Like, that's insane. I'm so curious to see, but for sure for Europe, they're probably gonna, I hope they don't have, they could put it at $49.99. They could try it. They could try it, actually. Oh, wait, do we have the person who's tired of everything being political? My faves. I like it. I'm tired of everything being political and everyone having something to complain about. Sims is my escape from reality, and I wish people would just be happy here sometimes. Yeah, you know, that should be the premise. My headphones were like all around me, impeding me from answering to this comment. But that would be great, you know, if this escapism was something granted to everybody. You know, I would also just like to do that. But nobody's saying that you cannot do that. Like, if you think that it's okay, normal, acceptable, and it's a good starting ground for you to go and purchase fake money so you can go and purchase custom content, which you could have purchased somewhere else and which you could have also probably gotten for free somewhere else, but you do it so that EA can get a cut out of that money. And it's not even product that they produced. They are taking 70% out of the creator's fee because they are sustaining the platform that they created to make this marketplace. Make it fucking make sense. It makes no sense. So clearly, you know, it's not like I'm going to appear on your screen when you launch The Sims 4, although it would kind of be a slay. It would be kind of a slay, guy. Can you imagine? You turn on The Sims 4 and I'm like, what are you doing? You know, nobody's going to watch your house because you're playing The Sims 4. So you can just chill and live your life. That's absolutely fine. But also for everybody else who has been seeing this crumble for years and who just, again, we were reading like a crumb of a speculation piece about this. And I was like, they're going to paywall custom content and they are going to like extra monetize it. And then we hear about the currency and all of this. There is no respect. There is no respect. So if for you that's okay and you want to keep spending, you do you. If the point is enjoying the game, I think that if you can, aka if you are on PC, you can also just enjoy it, not pay EA, and not, you know, condemn other people because they just see things as they freaking are. Because if nobody ever spoke up on anything and nobody ever demanded better conditions, especially when, you know, people are put in the position of consumers, so we're like paying for something. And in this hellscape, that's the only thing we can do is pay for things. So excuse us for having an opinion. When the reality is, if when you launch your game, you feel a little bit like icky about it. The problem is not people who go to Instagram and comment. The problem is not people like me who sit here and yap. The problem is not people like you guys who are watching and interacting and, being part of a community. The reason why you launch your game and you feel even just for a second that there's something wrong about it, that there's something off about playing this, is because you're seeing the fucking EA logo everywhere. And I think that your subconscious knows so well that they use predatory ways, that this entity that we love in this game that we grew up with, to them, it means nothing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Unless your name is Profit, forget about it, honey. They don't care. They don't care. This didn't work and everyone hated it on The Sims 3. Let's add it to The Sims 4. Exactly. And again, the model wasn't exactly like this, but still, yeah, that was one of the most controversial things about The Sims 3. And they're doing it again. Now, maybe I'm just a little biased because in the context of The Sims 3, the fact that they had the store in the first place allows many people, many years later, to just, take advantage of the beauty of that store for no coins, no fake money. By the way, little difference now that we mentioned the Sims 3 store, okay? Little difference. In the Sims 3 store, you paid with Sims points, and you could buy Sims points with real money, that's true, but they also gave you the chance to earn those points for free. You had, I think, to watch ads, like to watch videos or something, and you would be rewarded with there are so many sets in the Sims 3 store that are actually downloadable for free. So yeah, it is different because we've literally just read on the marketplace website that there's no way to earn the Sims currency unless you buy it. So okay, let's read this one. I'm a bit scared. I'm not gonna get triggered by this comment. Sorry, but I actually love this. It's like the Sims 3 store. It's also optional, not a forced transaction. Again, I would love it. I would love it for you guys, for the Sims 4 players, so for this not to be forced, But I highly doubt that this will not be forced down your throats. I highly doubt that you will not load up the game, boot up the game, and the first pop-up you see is about this stupid thing. Because especially if they launch it and it flops, they are going to try placing it everywhere. So yeah, it's optional. Yeah, you don't have to, but they're going to make sure you know that it's there. As a business owner, businesses have to profit at the end of the day in order to improve. Okay, and again, this is optional with the consent of creators who are getting exposure through a larger platform. They will be making more money than ever before. Not more money than ever. Yeah, this would really sound amazing, but yes, it's correct. We cannot condemn company for wanting to make money. Poor babies, let them get to that profit. But nobody in here is against profit, honey. Nobody here is against money. In fact, me, I'd love to have more. Maybe it's being so against the big money that doesn't attract the money to you. I don't know. But I'm just saying, yes, it's true, especially as if you come from a place of a business owner, I completely understand it. But are you trying to sell me the idea that fucking electronic arts, there used to be, there still is a stock with that name, like a stock in the New York Stock Exchange. So that little tribe of just a couple of, revolutionary geniuses is just trying to make a profit. I mean, there will be no, like, The profit that is coming out of this is because they need this like flow of income coming from the Sims franchise. I really hope for EA and EA's conditions that their profit as a company doesn't depend on how much they sell in Sims currency. I hope. I hope they're not betting everything they have on this The Sims currency crap, honey, because then they would be really swimming in dangerous waters, if you ask me. Uh, and also on the point of the creators getting exposure through a larger platform, making more money than ever before. I don't know if they're going to be making more money than ever before. I get it that they're going to get a new platform, but like it is a compromise platforms, because even if you think about, okay, I am working in the marketplace and I want to, advertise that this new pack is dropping on my own space, not being done by EA, I would be scared of getting some shit, honestly, from the community, because the community is sick and tired of seeing EA's name. And this move with the marketplace is EA's grabby little fingers just entering doors, rooms, and spaces where they have no business to be. No, zero. I'm sorry. Corporate, stay in your lane. Fuck off. What else do you want from people? What else do they want from people? Okay, but to each their own. These people seem okay. Console players have an option to get CC for their game, allegedly. Allegedly, because we will not see that on March the 17th, 19th. I don't remember, but when it drops. I thought I was the only one. It's almost as if these people don't realize that all of this is optional. But nobody's arguing on that. Like, nobody's in the comments saying, how dare you? Like, how dare you obliging me to buy these coins? Like, clearly it's optional, but what do you mean? The upside, like, how is that the good thing that should level the entire conversation? The fact that it's optional. Ah, okay, then if it's optional. It doesn't seem to me so, like, quietly presented as an option, since they keep advertising this everywhere. And it's all the community keeps talking about. I wonder why. These creators have chosen to do this because they obviously see the benefit, and it's literally not forced on anyone to contribute or purchase anything. Right, that's true. But because we just came from reading recollection from people that got involved in this firsthand, and I believe, should we be somehow, should somebody prove that we shouldn't have believed this creator? Sure, I'll walk it back. So far, I haven't had to walk back things that I've been saying. So, okay, I truly believe this creator. I truly believe that the experience was fucking predatory for them, especially because so many custom content creators, they do this as a side thing, as a hobby, as something because they love, maybe they do their clothing and their lines because they love fashion, and they also love The Sims. And like, so, yeah, they chose to do it, but they chose to do it in a way where they were presented with a no-name project. And let's not forget that recollection we read together, honey. And I hope it sits with you guys, because it's definitely sitting with me. Definitely. 100%. In that recollection, we saw that they were asked for secrecy. They were not told what they were supposed to be doing from the get-go. And then once they started getting things, I guess, approved, what was demanded on them was perfection on perfection on perfection. They're still taking the 70% cut. And wow, demanding these high standards from custom content creators. Where is your high standard, EA? Where is it? How about your high standard when you shipped My Wedding Stories, when you shipped Dine Out? Honestly, what about your standards of perfection when you decided to come up with The Sims 4, when you took Project Olympus, an online multi-platform, multiplayer innovation crap that nobody wanted. You realized that and you switched it up in 2 seconds, making it the worst title in the series. How about those standards of perfection? Because that's what they're asking these creators. Let's not forget, you guys. They want perfection on perfection on perfection so much that they pushed some creators like Sim Andy out of the program, to then find out all of the other shady and predatory shit that they were doing. So, yeah, I wonder why people complaining. I'm confused. Are the people in the comments upset that the creators of mods have the opportunity to get money from their creations? I have console, so I'm happy to support for new content from talented creators. Love this idea. Love it for you, babe, but you'll have to wait 2 months after everybody has been doing it on PC. I don't know. Do we love that idea too? Just asking. I'm sorry, guys, but this topic is really sending me. Like, sometimes it's just fun and games, and we laugh about The Sims 4 roadmap and whatever. But it's just so clear to me the manipulation being done towards these creators and ultimately towards the public. Because when I read comments like these ones, like, I think these comments are genuinely in good faith, and I don't think that these people, like, I just think that people that comment this way are truly, like, the manipulation is working. Like, that's what's going on. Then you also have comments that are pretty mean and, like, they are just divisive in the community. I do not justify those, but, like, comments like this one from this user, I understand, like, why people would think all of these things, but it's like a freaking corporate style manipulation where they list out the benefits that they want you to think that thing comes with. They want you to think that they're giving money to creators. They want you to think that this is a great opportunity for the creators, and it's a great opportunity for you to get the fruit of their labor, you know? And on top of that, look at them. Oh my God, so sweet, so kind. They're even paying these fucking creators to do their job. And they're taking 17% out of the profit. I don't know. To me, that standard is very low. To me, it's really clear what they're trying to do here, and it has nothing to do with love for console players. Like, console players, I beg of you, don't fall for it. This is not around you. I would love it if they said, you know what, you guys, I mean, this would be completely random, and I would also kind of gag if I heard it. But if they came out and said, look, guys, we know we've been shit to console players. We know it's awful to play The Sims 4 on console. And for that, we are creating this thing where we're going to be featuring so that we can bring that aspect of the gameplay to console players. PC players, you know, fuck you. You can go on the website and download it. Go and support your local custom content creator. But to console, we are giving you the chance. That in there, I would have seen something different. But in here, we're talking about paywalling. We're talking about percentage division that is just laughable. And we're talking about desperation. Desperation. Because when a company approaches potential affiliates or collaborators like these custom content creators, I really don't see the reason why the sworn secrecy, why the unclear conditions to ultimately demand perfection. I'm sorry, but I don't want to support this. I really don't want to, I really don't think we should be supporting this idea. And I think that this is totally a trap for creators. A trap. It's a trap. It's like, it's not worth it, you know? Yeah, maybe they will have a bigger window where they can put their creations, but they're going to get completely exploited by EA in the process. when there are options for them to be doing this without the big, EA's hand on them. So they found a way to permanently paywall custom content. Yes, Sims team be like, how can we make people hate The Sims 4 even more? That's not what we wanted. Congratulations on killing the game. Fix the gallery. More microtransactions? You are kidding. I love when the people are clocking it though. Most people who write these favorable comments don't even read the information explaining how it works. They hear creator will earn money for their work and stop listening. 100%. By the time this video was over, honey, they were looking at the freezer bunny and thinking, "Oh, cute! I wish I could buy a plushie of that." Dude, this is what everyone has been joking about when we say you will know Sims hit rock bottom when. Yes, yes, you made a joke real. This, so true. Yes, please. We're truly in this moment where we were joking about these things. Like, oh my God, if you guys could go back in time and tell yourself, like, this is what they're gonna be doing with this video game franchise, I would be like, I would have stopped endorsing it such a long time ago. But they just suck big time. No thanks. The pack I paid for already don't work. Not adding anything more until the game is fixed. Bruh. Okay, I'm loving this. I'm loving the beginning of this. This was never the spirit of the game. Read more about the game that you guys developed before selling something like this. I mean, where is Will Wright when we need him? Guys, you need to manifest it for the drama house. It needs to happen. We need to manifest an exclusive interview with Will Wright, getting all the tea. I mean, it probably would become an interview that I could never air because all my questions would be an absolute, shade towards EA. But like, if there's somebody that has good tea, it must be Will Wright. I love all the booze. Ew. No. I mean, so far we found like, what, 2 comments that were endorsing this bullshit? Yay, more microtransactions nobody asked for. Oh God, of all things, you chose to bring back the Sims Restore. What the fuck? No. I mean, I think it's pretty explanatory. It's pretty explanatory. Oh, there you go. We found another one. I know folks don't like microtransactions, but this is literally our favorite CC creators getting paid. Do you know how much? I'm sure they will still release some free stuff, just like they do with their paid and free Patreon accounts. I'm happy creators will be getting paid for their work. Yeah, well, I mean, there is very, very fine print there, but I am more along the lines of if you're a creator and you've already signed up for this, get out. Like, I'm echoing the same words that Sims Andy was saying, like, get out. Get out, babe. obviously you guys are always encouraged to, if you ever spot comments that are like amazing, please let me know. I mean, if you find them on Instagram, you can tag the Drama House, honey. Yes, we are on Instagram. Drama House YT as in YouTube, or maybe it's like Sims Drama House. You know that now I do not remember. Drama House YouTube, so YT. You can follow me there too. And if you ever find any comment that is like extremely it gives you so much satisfaction, and you think that it's worth it, tag me. I'll look at it, or just send it to me however you want. You know, email, Discord, on Instagram. You are absolutely welcome. And I know that today's headline, guys, has been going on for longer, but I just really thought that with such a headline that I've seen the community being pretty shook about this. I just thought, I don't care if we go through the entire show about this. I just think it's super important that we talk about this, because this narrative that this is not that big of a deal, that this is ultimately great for the creators. Well, I think that by now, being like 2 hours and a half in the live, we can agree that it fucking is way more layered and complicated than that. But also at the end of the day is the EA's method, as per usual. As per usual. And again, let's not forget the important part where they are also, and in my opinion, willingly and with awareness that they're doing this, they are putting those creators on the front line in order to absorb, you know, whatever hit of a criticism comes their way. It's kind of genius if you think about it from their perspective. Like, how much EA wins with this program is beyond. It's just beyond, because they get free stuff that they can monetize, so people will spend money on it. They don't even have to pay for the development of it. Like, the fact that they're dividing 70-30, like, they are not paying these creators to develop the content. They are giving the creator a very small box in a very big space, and they're saying, okay, put your content here, and then whenever you reach the threshold for which we will allocate you the profit, but just a little bit, in that case, it will be handed by our lovely hands to you. So, like, what is the control that the creator really has? What is it? Because the content needs to be pre-approved all the time. They don't ever see the actual, like, total, or at least a fair share of the revenue that they're actually getting. So, like, again, this is genius. You know, the Sims team will just have this constant machine of cosmetics and content, which is also less likely to break the game, by the way. So that's another win for them. And they will be able to focus on something else. Like, how the fuck are they going to pay the gigantic debt that they have strapped on their on their backs post buyout? How about that? They will have more time to sort that out, and they will have more budget, because they no longer need to allocate budget into new packs for fucking Sims 4. Ooh, hold on, because I don't think we read about this. Did we read about makers who leave? The thing where their stuff will be removed? Q&A on a Sims community article. I don't know if it was this one. This one, I think it's the most recent. Maybe it's this. I did see this video. Wait, maybe we'll reach it. Because the Sims community posted just today, EA opens invitations to the Sims 4 Makers program and marketplace distribution. So I guess that they turned it on officially and you can actually submit. The internet is to provide creators with a sense of pride and accomplishment for... I read the internet. The intent is to provide creators with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking 30% revenue opportunities. Ah, okay. They're saying that quote was not said by anybody at the Sims team. Thank you. Jeez. It's inspired by Reddit's most downvoted comment in history written by the EA Star Wars franchise representative. Wait, what? What is this? I want to see this comment. Oh my god. EA community team. They were talking about what? Star Wars Battlefront. The intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. Loving it. Okay, who is this sassy queen? Of course, is Jovan. All the articles that I find myself being like, ooh, it's always Jovan. Well done, this opener is great. But the same sense of monetization, paneling, and questionable sense of accomplishment goes with the recent announcement of the Sims 4 marketplace 30% cut for the creator, making it seems like CC creators around the world have to band together in order to pay out. Correct, EA's $20 billion buyout debt. Today, EA has opened up invitations to join and register. It pays in exposure was probably a huge thought process behind the upper executives when thinking of this cut deal. Well, that's the sentiment that some of the shields are echoing in the comments. As if there aren't other well-established platforms that provide individual creators 83% for their talents and allow the players to get that content for free after a month of early access initiative. Without being too opinionated about this, you can join the Sims 4 Maker program down below. Okay, let's see what this is about. Again, I don't know if it has music or anything. Let's try. Is it the same shit of that man talking?
The Maker program allows these skilled artists to publish content directly to The Sims 4 for
Enough.
all Simmers.
For the first time, this gives makers a real path to have their work live inside The Sims alongside official Sims content. And most importantly, they get paid for the content they create. The Maker Suite, our tools, were developed around.
Okay, yeah, we've already heard about it. So it opened. Imagine casting aside your morals during the polarizing buyout of multi-million-dollar company for a 30% cut. They didn't even think highly enough of you and your hard work to let you get half of your own deal. Correct. It's not a surprise. Wait, T in the Sims community comments? It's not surprised that the marketplace has been presented by Graham Nardone, aka Sim Guru Graham. That's that sad man. That's Sims Guru Graham. Okay, shocker. This is the same person that could not admit 10 years ago during the presentation of The Sims 4 that there wasn't an open world. Ouch. He only talked about how wonderful the concept of neighborhoods was. With a nervous smile on his face. Well, honey, he got that wiped because in this video, Graham ain't smiling. He lied and lied when asked by a game journalist. Too bad I cannot find the video. It's on YouTube. Love. With the latest word from one of the CC makers leaving the program with the info about the nonsense EA pulled on them from said creator. Yeah, no. I hope no one else joins other than the truly problematic CC makers. And I really hope that the recollection of Sim Andy will travel further. That's why I really wanted to go through the entire stuff during the live stream. But beyond, our little house here, a little house of drama in our little corner of the internet, I truly hope that this echoes on a bigger and bigger platform because I doubt that the majority of your average casual player will get to read Sim and Dee's words about the predatory ways of EA, you know? But wait, I want to read this thing about the makers who leave. Could it be maybe it's in here? Mm, or maybe could it be community reactions, or is this one we were reading? I don't think we went through this. Um yes, maybe lovely cherry. Maybe you can do you think you can quickly send it to me on Discord? That would be amazing because I'm super curious. It's official Q&A. Okay. Because in this they're just like collecting people's reactions Instagram. So basically the Sims 3 store. Hey, we just saw this meme. X, are they serious? Yeah, sorry guys, I never show you the reactions on X because I ain't there. This is literally what we don't want to see. So 249 for a pair of lips. Wait, I didn't think of this. What do you mean? Not 249 for a pair of lips, honey. Just gonna put this here for no reason. It's only 30% for the makers. And they're making it so that maker CC is exclusive to the marketplace and previously made free CC is uneligible to be put onto the marketplace. Yeah. Welcome back to the Sims 3 store. So as this is shit. 100%. God, Inzoi has a build-free mod CC area Sims decide to monetize. As much as I like this in Minecraft, a game base that's stable and decent, and the add-ons are fair price. Sims 4 isn't fair priced, isn't stable, is buggy and broken. Now adding another layer to the system. Yeah, that's true. And also they said that they are not promising for this new platform to work, without any bugs. That we read it before in their own statement from actually the EA's website. So hey. So paywalls for CC are only okay when you guys make profit. Okay, Slay. YouTube, we've been dreading this day for years. Yeah, I did not check on the YouTube comments. And Facebook was saying, honestly, it's about time. Okay, goodbye, Facebook. Facebook, we lost you, but who's surprised? Fans on Facebook were much more complimentary with their Sims 4 marketplace reactions. Fucking hell. I need to not go on Facebook. Do you think the marketplace packs will be worth the cost of Mula? I mean, for as much as cool as they can be, I mean, well, more things to hunt in the salty seas. Correct. I just think it's funny that creators now sell their stuff instead of giving it away for free. I don't think EA is the only scammer part here. The worst part about this is this just makes it harder for creators getting donated to directly through things like Patreon and will encourage toxic business practices or what I call the mods versus MC marketplace effect. I mean, this is my exactly. This is not about the CC creators earning money. It's about Sims trying to increase profits while doing less because no one is wanting to spend over 1,500 on a broken janking DLC. My thoughts exactly, honey. My thoughts exactly. The Sims has slowly but surely been ruined, and this is just adding salt to the wound with the buyout just around the corner. How about that? This comment, 10 out of 10, babe. Mm-hmm. And it's a comment from not happy. Right there with you, babe. Feeling you. Not happy either. Not happy either. Could this be the marketplace Q&A? I think I saw it. Cherry, my darling. Could be this one, the Sims 4 Marketplace official Q&A with EA Community Manager. Um, how is this a question? I'm sorry. Question. This marketplace is a cool idea. Who was this? Maybe I should go and participate to these Q&A sessions. Do you think my cues would be picked up, you guys, for the next sessions? Glad you think so. We've been working on it with Simmers for some time. I mean, allegedly, and in other people's opinion, you weren't being transparent or not clear about it. So okay. So it will be permanently paywalled then. The custom content from the marketplace makers can continue to offer free or paid early access custom content and mods on other platform under our mod policy. They keep insisting on this paid early access custom content, but okay, maybe they're just talking about when on other platform they do an early access so paid. Maybe that's what they're talking about. I hope they don't want to like mess up the conditions that maybe creators have with other places. But okay, however, content made available elsewhere is not eligible for sale through the marketplace. Mods, there you go. Script mods ever be featured on the marketplace? Hey, not right now. But is that something you'd be interested in? This is like such a chat GPT answer, guys. Is there anything else I can do for you? I don't like the in-game new currency though. Why do we have to buy Moolah and not just pay $5 directly? There's a technical reason for introducing Moolah. Yeah, we read all about it and it makes no sense, honey. And it's not just my mind, because had I been reading this news by myself, you guys, you could be like, Lady Drama, put more tobacco in that shit and get grounded back with us. But I think it's several minds here reading all of this mess. And we did see how their technical reason is bullcrap. It works more smoothly. Okay. Same answer that they give in the other article. Also enables us to deliver new maker content. You couldn't do it with the real money. You couldn't do it for free. Can there be any gameplay kits? For now, no. How is this going to affect the gallery? Is it going to be the case that if someone uploads a build or sim with items from the marketplace and I don't owe them, they're just going to be missing when I add them to my game, like they are with unowned kits and packs? Good question. And yes, anything you download from the gallery that you don't own will be missing. Oh, wow. What a that was really really a mind breaker. Just CC. Will there still be official kits? Yes. We will still be releasing official Maxis kits, but they will be sold via the marketplace. Oh, okay. I kind of got the impression that they were not um selling kits anymore. Do you know how many items one of the maker things have? Ah, packs. I'm curious how many items come with the 1000 Mula Japan D set. Okay, people are really. I thought those videos were a mock up, honey. They already know price and name of sets. Even the EA community manager is like, I don't know. We will need to see at launch. Like, honey, I really think that those were mock-ups that they showed in their videos. I don't think that that's the actual like working marketplace. Are people okay? Um, will it be like CC where there's a way to filter out? Yes, you're gonna be able to filter items in the galleries from the marketplace. Okay. Modders and CC creators will be able to give away their content for free. That isn't changing. Only game content made with the tools we provide must be distributed via the marketplace. Yeah, again, super important part that I think people that I think is kind of lost in translation there is that they are giving creators a different place where they're going to make these things, and that is disguised as them giving the creators a tool, whereas the real meaning of it is them reinforcing their exclusivity clause, the need of like kind of getting those creators, and they want to create that association. Of course they cannot say, oh, you cannot have any other place where you sell this, but ultimately the reason why they're doing this is because they don't trust the creators, and therefore they want their specific way of working to the Sims 4, this different suite and tools that they're going to give to the creators. Like, so much bullshit, man. Mm. Oh my god, these questions are pretty. Some of them are like, duh. Okay, and here they're talking about the tools. What do you need to be a creator? Is there going to be a monthly subscription thing for the program, or you would be forced to buy stuff individually? No plans to introduce a subscription. I mean, it's not like you're buying stuff individually. What you're buying, like, ah, I'm about to lose my mind. But we're almost at the end of the stream, so I think it's allowed by now. Uh, what you're buying, you guys, in the bigger scheme, like if I am putting myself in EA/Sims 4 team shoes, what you're buying, honey, on this marketplace is the cash. You're buying the mulas. You're buying the mulas, okay? That's all they care that you buy. They don't care to make it easy for you to, I mean, they're obviously going to coordinate the prices of products so that it makes sense with the amount of coins you're purchasing. That's true. But their goal here and what they're seeing in there is like the very fundamental moment of your user experience in this marketplace idea is when you go and purchase the cash, the coins, the cows things. They don't give two fucks if then you forget about those coins until the end of time, because that's the moment where you're giving them the money. So they don't care. They should also introduce a subscription model on top of this when they're literally monetizing that transaction that you're processing between your wallet and their system. Forget about what they're going to be doing in terms of the cuts they're giving to the creators. The most important thing is that you go there and buy the coins. Clearly. the prices people set subject to human verification. It's a little hard to describe, but there are set parameters makers can pick pricing from. Of course, the creators are not going to be able to say random values depending how many items are in the pack. So you can't charge 100 for one item, and you can't charge $1 for 100 items. I mean, who cares? Please talk in muka terms. We can do the conversion. It's designed to be flexible for the makers to choose from, but also within parameters to prevent something like that. Okay. As someone who uses zero mods or CC, none of this interests me. However, as someone who is gifted kits via gift cards for Amazon, I will no longer be able to get kits. So going forward, what I have to do now is all I'll have. I can't afford to buy them on my own and rely on gifts for my expansion packs and kits. Your process for expansion packs will not change, only kits. Yeah, that's true. The cash will not buy you the expansion packs. Game packs, I mean, EA doesn't even mention those because, ooh, that's too much of a heated subject. But kids, you will need the moolahs. Oh, I didn't know this question made the Discord conversation. Oh, this sucks. I'm watching the video now. $10 for a custom content set. Yeah, right. $2 for some lipstick. Give me a break. This is ridiculous. I understand this is a big change to the game and how we buy content. No, no, bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you, honestly. This is not a big change to the game and how we buy content. Bullshit. Who was buying content? You are paywalling something that was free. God. Free in this in the classical sense, right? Because of course we know that places like the Sims resource, for example, how they make money. You can have a premium subscription and you're going to get ads if you don't have it. And then they have featured artists and all of that. Like they are like so fake thinking that they're being, game changers by doing this. Actually trying to make it come across as that. This is not innovation. This is fucking capitalism. Max's kits will be 500 moolah, which is God. Wait, 500 moolah? Yeah, 4.99, the price of a kit. True. I can't find the chat now. Ooh, I think we found the message. I think we found the message. I can't find the chat now, but to confirm, for makers that have left the program, their content will be delisted to prevent new players from purchasing. How cute! Players that have made purchases do not lose their entitlement to the content. Right. So, of course, I mean, once you leave the family, they are delisting you. Completely. You are going to be exiled, and so will all of your content. I mean, also, I'm just thinking about, the the way they studied and structured this. Um yes, correct. Meaning their time as a CC sweatshop worker will go to shit if they decide Patreon only was better. Absolutely. But also on top of that, I'm just wondering because now I'm thinking that the time and effort and work that they poured into whatever they were doing for this marketplace thing, should they decide to leave and whatever, like that thing is gone. I guess it stays for players that have made that purchase already, like they're saying here, but it's not going to be because of this different tool that they're giving. Now, I am no CC creator, of course, so take this with a pinch of salt, but from my understanding, the fact that they're going to be using this different interface made, on purpose, custom made to this marketplace initiative, I think that even if they had the right to get that content and bring it somewhere else, that wouldn't work. So it's really like you said, CC sweatshop worker. Yes, exactly. And then they've already worked with the mess of EA, and then they leave and that's it. It's like completely over, deleted from the platform. I cannot even use that content. It's absolutely a mess. Look, if there's one takeaway we can get from now until when this marketplace goes live, do they say that it's going to be on the 17th? Or 19. I have these 2 days in my mind. When are you guys doing this? Come on. March 17th. Okay. So March 17th is going to be a Tuesday, which means that on the 19th is going to be a Thursday, and we can talk about their probably ridiculous launch of this. I'm going to be very curious. Yeah, you see, makers are supported with our new Maker Suite, which provides official tools, resources, and clear guidelines to make sure their content is compatible and plays smoothly in The Sims 4, always staying true to their individual style and creative vision. And also, so that we can like lock this production that you give us, um, you as a creator, we can lock this work. So it becomes completely useless to you as a creator should you leave the program. Of course. Flower bunny, just in time. Marketplace, more like fuck this place. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hating it here, you guys. Um I gotta say, I was recently like talking about this, and as soon as this entire news dropped, I was talking about it with a friend, and they were like, people are comparing this to The Sims 3, and like the cope is so real, and I was like, yes, and also I was honestly feeling a bit stunned, you guys, because to me, I understand how people misunderstand it. I can see all of these positive around this program and all of that jazz, but I simply cannot bring myself to see it that way. I just cannot. The only thing that I see is their audacity. The only thing that I see is how easily people get manipulated into thinking that these projects that are made out of just like nothing but love for the Benjamins. Like, that's all. That's all. And strategies and corporate bullshit and all of that. And people, it's so easily for some people to just take that and run with it as if, these companies were doing these massive acts of charity, and they were so fucking customer centric. And I know that people think that, because thinking the opposite and having the realization that a company like EA, a huge name in the history of video games, of gaming, these companies that we have always we've always placed them together with us in our journey, in this form of entertainment that is gaming, okay? And so we all had this image of like gaming companies are cool. Gaming companies have like the bros, the nerds, and it's all about like the communities and having fun. And like, fuck no, the timeline is 2026, and we are in March right now. And it's been months. I mean, personally, years, but it's been months. It's been actually going on for months, this mess with EA. And like, girl, please join me when I say we are tired of like these bullshit updates, EA, that suck 100% awful. And to the people that believe that this has anything to do with players, anything to do with, you know, their love for custom content, like, fuck that. Fuck it. The spirit that everybody felt about custom content back in the day, when it was really a matter of, wow, we were not expecting for people to really enjoy this aspect, and so we are so surprised and we love the input from the community. This is becoming, we love to exploit the community as we've been doing for a very long time, just because now we're running, low on cash. That is literally what's been going on. Hmm, correct. If people want to compare the marketplace with The Sims 3, at least add worlds with 30 plus families and townies. So true. They definitely have lost trust time and time again by releasing broken pack after broken pack and not fixing things, but having the audacity to increase the price of the packs. Yes. And let's not forget these are the same guys who remember how they killed game packs for some reason. Remember how they released My Wedding Stories. Remember how, I mean, again, I know I always say it, but as a family gameplay person, what The Sims 4 has done to us, it's unforgivable. And to be honest with you guys, so is this entire marketplace initiative. It makes me nauseous. I hope that by reading this entire mess, going in depth together, I hope that we all get at least a clearer picture of what is really going on, what are really the intentions that EA has with this program, and what's the treatment of these creators behind the scenes, because it's reading recollections from people that are fleeing this entire predatorial crap, that is super important. So you guys, I hope that you will continue also reading more about this. If more creators speak up, I will definitely continue to cover this, because I just think that this is so outrageous that it could have the potential to stir some people really away. Because I mean, honey, if this isn't a money grab, what is? What is? Yep, they take advantage of the sense of community and nostalgia we have and monopolizing on that. And if it was any other game, it would have flopped long ago. Absolutely. I'm always thinking it. I'm always like, what if people had started really raising their voices before? Because they could have done it. I mean, The Sims is a big community, and it's a community that really revolves around a game that continues to be. And I mean, today we can still say, yeah, it's this franchise is really one of a kind. And not only it has this like predominant position in its own market, which is like amazing, but also it's a game that has such a big legacy. So for all of us that care about that and that resonate with all of that history, and what the game has been representing for us throughout, even our personal history, this should look immediately to our eyes. It should look exactly like what it really is, a way to get to your pockets. That's all. And actually, a way to exploit these creators. I'm not infantilizing them. I think that, if I were a CC creator, I would not want to work with them. Just like being a creator here on YouTube, I would never, for any amount of money, want to work with EA. So I'm not like justifying them, but having seen the shady way that they were using to attract these creators in the first place, targeting, the need for something like this, and this, like waving in front of their eyes, this idea of this money that they can make because of this bigger exposition, to then cut them 30%. It's clear. It's crystal. It's crystal clear, honey. OMG. Absolutely, absolutely shook. Absolutely shook. Wow. Wow. Um, you guys, I say let's have a look at our final poll. I'm so curious, but I am seeing the majority already. So I'm gonna stop the poll right now, you guys. Thank you so much for voting. We got 54 votes in this poll. Like, what? I'm mind blown. Thank you. That means that 54 of you were here. I'm so excited for that, and thank you. And thank you for the majority of our big 85% that voted for F that. And to the 9% you guys that voted don't know enough about it, I really hope, because personally having this stream, and I always think this after our Thursdays, okay, having this this stream is just, it also helps me so much to, unpack everything. So it's just been great. So I hope that we have, a better understanding of what the program is. And, guys, let's keep our eyes open. Join the channel, join the Discord so we can always keep in touch. But I have the feeling this is not the last time that we talk about the marketplace, the marketplace for The Sims 4 CC. I mean, redonkulous. So, but guys, the horror persists. So do we. And again, I couldn't be more thankful for you. Thank you so much for hanging out. We need it, and we need to stick together. So I hope I'll see you on Thursday. But if you want to play some herbs, we will be doing that on Monday. And in the meantime, watch out for new videos because the drama continues, baby. But I'll be here. Thank you so much, you guys. Big kisses from the Drama House. My name is Lady Drama. Mwah. And see you soon. OMG. Boycott EA. Fuck you, EA. Bye, guys.